Deep in the heart of Africa, nestled amidst lush forests and winding rivers, lay the remote village of Baduri. This small community was steeped in ancient traditions, where the rhythm of life moved at an unhurried pace, guided by the wisdom of the elders and the whispers of the ancestors. It was here, in this timeless place, that an extraordinary love story unfolded. A tale that would challenge the very foundations of the villagers' beliefs and leave an indelible mark on their hearts. In Baduri, there lived a woman named Asha. From the moment she took her first breath, it was clear that Asha was no ordinary child. She grew at an astonishing rate, her limbs stretching longer and her frame expanding wider with each passing year. By the time she reached adulthood, Asha towered over everyone else in the village, standing at an incredible height of 8 feet tall. Asha's imposing stature was a source of both wonder and concern for the villagers, while they marveled at her ability to reach the highest branches of the fruit trees and carry the heaviest of loads with ease. They also worried about her future. In their culture, it was tradition for a man to be taller and larger than his wife, a symbol of his role as the family's protector and provider. The village elders, keepers of the ancient ways, feared that Asha's unusual size would make it difficult for her to find a suitable husband. They tried to prepare her for the possibility of a life without a partner, urging her to focus on cultivating her strengths and contributing to the community in other ways. But Asha was not one to be deterred by the expectations of others. From a young age, she possessed a quiet confidence and a gentle strength that belied her towering frame. She listened respectfully to the elders, but in her heart, she knew that true love would find a way, no matter the obstacles. As the years passed, Asha embraced her uniqueness, using her height to her advantage. She became a skilled builder, helping to construct sturdy huts and fortify the village's defenses. Her booming voice, which could carry for miles, made her an excellent town crier, spreading news and announcements to even the most remote corners of Baduri. Despite her many talents and her warm, infectious smile, the question of marriage continued to loom over Asha's life. The young men of the village, intimidated by her size and unsure of how to court such an extraordinary woman, kept their distance. Asha learned to accept this reality, focusing instead on her passions and her close-knit family. Then, one day, a tiny figure appeared on the horizon, kicking up dust as he made his way towards Baduri. This was Kojo, a traveling merchant from distant lands, barely 5 feet tall and slim as a reed. With his bright, mischievous eyes and a mop of unruly hair, Kojo caught a striking figure against the backdrop of the village's earthen huts. Kojo has spent his life traversing the vast expanses of Africa, trading in colorful fabrics, intricate carvings, and exotic spices. He was a master storyteller, regaling anyone who would listen with tales of his adventures in a faraway land. But it was in Baduri that Kojo's wandering soul found its true destination. The moment he laid eyes on Asha, Kojo was utterly bewitched. He had encountered many wonders in his travels, but never had he seen a woman of such stature and presence. Asha's gentle grace and radiant smile captivated him, and he knew in that instant that he had to know her. At first, Asha was amused by the little man's obvious fascination with her. She had grown accustomed to drawing curious stares from outsiders. But there was something endearing about Kojo's unabashed awe. He would follow her around the village, his eyes wide with wonder as she went about her daily task. Kojo was not deterred by Asha's towering height. In fact, he found it utterly fascinating. He marveled at the way she effortlessly carried heavy loads and reached for things on the highest shelves. To him, her size was not a burden, but a testament to her strength and beauty. Gradually, Asha found herself drawn to Kojo's charming personality and his boundless curiosity about the world. They would spend hours together walking through the village and the surrounding forests, sharing stories and laughter. Kojo would climb onto Asha's broad shoulders and they would explore hidden streams and secret glades, reveling in each other's company. As their friendship blossomed into something deeper, the villagers watched with a mixture of fascination and concern. Some elders shook their heads disapprovingly, warning Asha and Kojo that their relationship was doomed to fail. Others whispered gossip behind their backs, speculating about the unusual pairing. But Asha and Kojo remained undeterred, their love for each other growing stronger with each passing day. They found solace in each other's embrace. A sanctuary where the judgments of others fell away and only their hearts mattered. Finally, after months of courtship, Kojo knew it was time to take the next step. With trembling hands, he fashioned a simple ring from a twist of brightly colored fabric, pouring all his hopes and dreams into the intricate knot. One evening, Kojo mustered up his courage and presented the ring to Asha. His proposal was not adorned with fancy words or grand gestures, but it came straight from the depths of his heart. Asha, my love, my life, he said, his voice quivering with emotion. You have shown me that true beauty lies not in outward appearances, but in the radiance of the soul. Will you do me the greatest honor of becoming my wife? Asha, overwhelmed by the sincerity of Kojo's words and the depths of his love. Yes, I will marry you. Tears of joy streamed down her face as she gathered the little man into her arms, holding him close and reveling in the knowledge that they would face the world together, side by side. The news of their engagement sent shockwaves through Baduri. The village elders convened an emergency council, debating the implications of such an unconventional union. Some argued that it went against the very fabric of their traditions, threatening to unravel the carefully woven tapestry of their culture. Others, however, saw the beauty in Asha and Kojo's love recognizing it as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of acceptance. After much deliberation, the elders decided to bless the marriage, acknowledging that sometimes the path of happiness lies in embracing the unexpected. With the villagers' blessings, the wedding preparations began in earnest. Asha's family constructed a massive tent to accommodate her size, weaving intricate patterns into the canvas that told the story of their love. Kojo's relatives, in turn, brought in decorations and delicacies from distant lands, adding a touch of exotic flair to the celebration. As the big day approached, the entire village became swept up in the excitement. Children ran through the streets, playing games and singing songs of joy. The women gathered to prepare traditional dishes, filling the air with the tantalizing aromas of spices and slow cooked meats. Even the most skeptical elders found themselves caught up in the infectious spirit of love and unity. On the morning of the wedding, Asha awoke with a sense of calm that belied the magnitude of the day. As she slipped into her flowing white gown, specially made to accommodate her towering frame, she felt a surge of confidence and joy. This was the moment she had dreamed of, the culmination of a love that had defied all odds. Kojo, meanwhile, could barely contain his excitement as he donned his finest robes. The vibrant colors and intricate patterns a reflection of his nomadic heritage. His heart raced with anticipation, and he found himself pacing back and forth, unable to keep still. As the sun reached its zenith, the village gathered beneath the sprawling canopy of the wedding tent. The air was thick with the scent of incense and the melodic chant of the elders, ancient rituals that had been passed down for generations. Then, as if carried on the whispers of the ancestors themselves, Asha emerged from her family's hut. The villagers gasped in awe, their eyes wide with wonder as the radiant bride made her way down the aisle. Asha moved with a grace that belied her immense stature, her every step exuding confidence and joy. Kojo craned his neck to gaze up at his bride, and in that moment the world seemed to fall away. All that existed was the two of them, their hearts beating in perfect synchronicity, bound together by a love that transcended the boundaries of size and convention. The ceremony was a beautiful tapestry, woven from the threads of tradition and individuality. The village elders conducted the ancient rituals, their voices rising and falling in hypnotic cadence as they invoked the blessings of the ancestors. But Asha and Kojo also infused the occasion with their own personal touches, exchanging vows that spoke of their unwavering commitment and the depths of their connection. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, bathing the village in a warm golden glow, the celebration began in earnest. Music filled the air, a lively blend of traditional music and exotic melodies of Kojo's homeland. The villagers danced and sang, their inhibitions melting away as they reveled in the joy of the moment. Asha and Kojo moved together in perfect harmony, their bodies swaying and twirling with grace that defied their vastly different sizes. Kojo would leap into Asha's outstretched arms, and she would twirl him around, their laughter ringing out like the sweetest of melodies. As the night wore on, the villagers gathered around the newlyweds, offering blessings and well wishes.